Welcome back to the Empire of Ireland. Today we're going to be carrying on our playthrough, and of course we do have a war with Denmark, but I just wanted to start off the episode by having an overlook of the map. It's been a long time since I've zoomed out this far and looked over the whole thing. But yeah, we're one of the biggest empires, that's for sure, but certainly not the biggest, and Europe is very much looking splintered, as it often does with an 867 start. But let's go ahead and zoom in. Of course, we're all the way down here with our armies. We are currently in a war with Denmark, so let's continue that. Dynasty head has changed. Queen Eifany replaced you as the dynasty head? Wait, what? Is that because she's stronger? No, she's not stronger. Why are you the dynasty head, I wonder? I always get confused of these things. There we go. We click here. We're the house head, but we're not the dynasty head. Okay. Interesting. Not quite sure why that is. We'll have to see. Maybe that will come back to us. Who knows? One thing I also wanted to check this episode was our innovations. Because I'm not sure. Do we have all of the tribal stuff? Okay, we do have all of the tribal innovations. So we're not missing anything here. We're just lacking in early medieval, it seems. Which is fine. We will catch up eventually. Now that we have a character who is known for his learning as well, that should be absolutely fine. Oh, I found some Danish men here. And now we become the new dynasty head. Okay. the game just having a little moment there. It is with a glint in his eyes that my Marshal Offenac approaches me. My lord, I couldn't help but notice the fine craftsmanship of your High King Sean's dagger. However, only a true expert on the battlefield like myself could identify the tiny adjustments that could make it an even more effective tool of war. I tune him out when he starts rambling about symmetry, balance, and edge consumption, but I get the general gist that Offenac could improve my artifact in exchange for a symbolic token of my gratitude. So he gets a hook on us. Do you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and improve the dagger. Let's see. So he does gain a hook on us, which is a little bit unfortunate. But if we go ahead and look at the dagger now, it should be slightly improved. I forgot to look at the old one, so I don't know how much that's improved by. We do have a dangerous faction. That one is probably... this. Oh dear. To claim the Irish throne. Wants the Empire of Ireland? Okay, that could be problematic. Wales and Albert are joining on that one. Okay, can we finish the war with the Danish before then? Yes, we can. That's the answer to that one. Very good timing. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and enforce our demands. To the friendless Emperor Wolfmare, may your years be short and miserable. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So be it. Let's go ahead and disband the men. Our economy is not looking great. Maybe we should reduce our court amenities. That is a possibility. How did we do? We actually captured the king of Denmark. So, Denmark is still a thing. So they are still as a troop. But we do have some land over here. Now, the idea was to take all of this. But we're going to have to deal with some side stuff first. Especially with this dangerous rebellion that is brewing. Titles can be created. Let's not bother that. We can declare wars, that's fine. Grant vassals, we can't do that because we're greedy. Okay. Now, this is the worrying faction, isn't it? Ideally. So, they all have quite a big military. The Kingdom of Wales, oh, it's not super huge, but we would lose men, of course. I think we can deal with it. We should be fine. We've gained some new holdings. Have we taken control of these? We have. We have control of all of these 3 new holdings. That's fine. What I might do is, because they have control issues, actually go and issue this to someone else. So let's go ahead and grant those to a new vassal. Someone of my dynasty would be preferable. So let's go Eggenacht Rifleland. My cousin here. Brave, ambitious, and impatient. Ideally, I would want someone who is trusting or loyal. So, for example, you are trusting. You're also impatient, though. But you are a giant, so I think you would be able to control things over here. I'm going to give you these lands. Let's go ahead and grant you those. But we gain stress because we're greedy. So let's not go ahead and grant you those. What I'm going to do is we're just going to have to work on the control levels over here ourselves. What's the religion and culture situation looking like? Not good either. Okay, let's go ahead and work on converting faith then. We could go ahead and promote culture. Or we could just work on cultural acceptance. What culture is this? Danish? Yeah, Danish. They hate us. Our acceptance is 0. Let's go ahead and work on promoting our culture, and then maybe we can be a bit friendlier with one another. Neighbouring ruler has lost war. Hopefully that doesn't mean bad things for us as well. We have plenty of heirs. Val is good news. Our gold situation is looking slightly better. We have plenty of prestige. Now I could pass absolute crown authority if I wanted to. So we would lose direct vassal opinion. Vassal levy contribution is up by 35%. Feudal vassal tax contribution is 35%. That would be nice. Vassals cannot wage any war unless they use a hook on their liege. Okay. Would that solve the rebellion then? Rulers can designate their heir. Clan government vassals will also provide more levies and income. Okay, let's go ahead and pass absolute crown authority. There we go. And this might prevent this faction war. I'm not sure. They can send an ultimatum still, though. No, they're too weak now. Okay, not quite sure what. Maybe the absolute crown authority has done wonders there. And then what we can also do is actually designate an heir, which is really impressive. So out of all of my children, I could pick someone. Say, for example, my son here, has a learning focus. We can pick and choose. As of right now, though, I think we'll just keep it as my oldest son. It's going to cost us 1,000 prestige. So actually, let's just keep it natural. That's fine. From all my evenings watching stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I have only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups, depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement. My patriarch does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the clergy to know. I'm a man of learning, but I'm not the most virtuous man, am I? I will find my answers in the heavens. I think we should pursue it. I want to know what's out there and why the things work the way they do. So I think it's only right that we go ahead and investigate this. Now, we could declare more wars up here. Now, this feud is causing me a lot of stress. Wait, we still have the feud with Ivering? I thought we ended this. But we're just, so we can't do any murdering or whatnot. This is a problematic, isn't it? Can I improve your taxes? I can. There we go. Give me more gold, please. Thank you very much. The Empire demands your assistance. Now, we could go on a hunt, and we could even hold court. What's this? My duke is converted from Greek to Anglo-Irish. Okay, that's nice. Should we go on a pilgrimage? We are a man of learning. We have the gold, although we are losing gold still. The dissolution faction has disbanded. So our faction situation is looking under control again, except for the Liberty faction. Wants lower crown authority. That seems like a lot of manpower. We should be able to deal with this, though, if the time comes. We've managed to sway my duke. Unfortunately, converting the faith isn't going too smoothly. Prisoners can be ransomed. Let's go ahead and do that. We can also hire a court physician. I don't have one, apparently. Let's go ahead and appoint my patriarch there. He should be the best man for that job. And then let's wait for the ransom. 47 gold. Thank you very much. We can imprison criminals, but it's not going to succeed. I think we're... Is there any decisions I have to reduce my stress? What's a revoke holy order lease? Revoke lease for a holy order. The barony of... Oh. So I can remove The Holy Order stationed in the Barony of Arran has done good work, but the holding is now needed for other things. Okay. Let's keep the Holy Order for now. Oh, it's the Brotherhood, of course it is. But I'm not their patron, right? No, I'm not their patron. Look at that, they are rather powerful now. I'm glad to have those guys on our side. Faction created against us once again. Yeah, these factions are rolling in, aren't they? We're gonna have to do something about this Liberty faction, so let's just go ahead and wait for that, I think. Learning perk available. We're gonna have to wait so we can learn and fight that. We can get Theologian, so let's go ahead and unlock this. Divinity holds the answer to every question, from what resides in the hearts of men to the mysteries of life. That gives us some learning and piety. So, further down the learned tree we go. With good old Emperor Wolfmere here. It's a shame about these factions. Oh, Sapmi is growing. Okay. We're gonna have to deal with Sapmi at some point. I can't do a holy war for... yeah, I can't do a holy war for Empire, which is a little unfortunate. We could seize this. Interesting. My sister's created a new cadet branch. It has come to my attention that some local commoners are moving to Krauku, the capital of my spy master, Duke Adred. Locals newly settled or not praising me can surely do no harm to his perception of me. Take this gold and make sure you... it's not worth it. We don't need to be spending gold. I think my influence is enough already. Should we try and take some of this land before Sapni does? I think we'll have to. I feel like my hand is forced here. So maybe we declare war here. They do have quite a few men, but we have more. So we could do a holy war for duchy. Oh, it's not... Oh, we could take the rest of this. Because we do have these lands already. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and declare war there. That's absolutely fine. I don't think I need my ally here. What I'm also going to do, let's go ahead and plant another banner. Oh, we have way too many banners. Okay, don't I have one nearby? Let's go ahead and move this banner. And we're going to raise our men-at-arms here. It's going to take 2 months. That's fine. Do I need more than my men-at-arms? Or can I fight it just with the men-at-arms? We might be able to get away with this. No, they have 10,000. Oh, the Kingdom of Sweden is helping them. Wait, I'm the Kingdom of Sweden. What? How? What? Okay, let's raise all the men, I guess. How has this happened? I'm Sweden. I'm confusion. Right, let's just go ahead and siege this. We'll wait for the other armies to raise themselves. Oh dear. We probably will win this fight, it said. It's not an ideal way to start, though. Heavily outnumbered there. To the gallant Emperor Wolfmere, your proud stride is like a furry cat. I wish only to watch you sleep, that I may know the depths of your love. Let us kiss already. My wife and Empress. Okay. These lines are but a bleak reflection of my feelings for you. I would do anything to prove my loyal affections. You flatter me, my lady. So my wife is trying to win my heart. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. At least we know our wife is in love with us and we don't have to worry about her loyalty. Enemy combatants captured. That's a good start to the war. Beautiful stuff. Right. We need to go ahead and siege this. What I'm also going to do with these 3 armies... Let's go ahead and intercept here. We have the numbers advantage and they're going to be recently disembarked. So I think we can win this as long as we can catch up to them in time. As I'm about to retire for the night, a scene of unbelievable hilarity ensues before my eyes. My guest, Eleanor, naked as the day she was born, chasing my court jester with an axe. What? Come here, give me back my clothes or I'll split you in half, Eleanor screams. Oh, you'll never catch me. I need your clothes to build my cozy little jester nest. Bardub giggles, carrying an armful of stolen clothes. Oh dear. Just what I needed to see. There we go. We lose some stress for that. That's quite funny. My jester doing their job very well. Looks like we're probably going to win this. We had to have double the numbers though. thought the righteousness of our faith was never in doubt. The period of time we have been forced to endure without a spiritual leader has been trying. At long last, this ordeal is over, however, as the clergy have convened to elect Fichtist as the one true patriarch. With the faithfully finally unified behind a single leader, it seems as if a new golden age for the Irish Orthodox is upon us. Wait, do we have a religious leader now? Head of faith, we do. Okay. I wonder if that will allow us to do crusades in future. Can I ask you for gold? That's the most important thing. I don't think I can, unfortunately. Right, let's go back to the battle. We're also going to get a battle up in the north as well, which we're going to have to look at. There we go. We've managed to win this one at least. Let's move the men up here just in case. Luckily, this is our men-at-arms army, so we don't have to worry about their lack of quality, so to speak. There we go. If we go ahead and look here, no, nothing to report there. And we actually managed to wound many of their champions, including the King of Sweden, who is my vassal. My vassals joined the war against me. That's unfortunate. But unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. Right, let's go back to some of these sieges, shall we? Let's go ahead and send you guys there. You guys can go here. And you guys can go and siege there. That should get us plenty of war score. Just wait here first, actually. Let's let these guys embark. And then we can go ahead and siege this down. To make my spymaster Duke Airdred more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, I can include a compliment in my next missive to his court. I will be sure to mention his unmatched people skills. Why not? Let's try and flatter him. Maybe flattery is the way to win his favour here. While recent correspondence has been a source of joy for me, I cannot help but think that we might both benefit from increased communication. Ah, wonderful. Excellent. There we go. Who said flattery isn't effective? They're going to land again, aren't they? Let's just let them land, I guess. We do have plenty of armies nearby in case we need to do a battle. Okay, they've just sailed right through. This land mass is a bit confusing to read. Who's in my court? The drunken antiques of my wife, Empress Eifne, have been the subject of court gossip before, but lately she seems to have taken them to a whole new level. Getting drunk by mid-morning, passing out in a castle courtyard, stumbling to the tavern in the afternoon, and waking up in the stables with a hangover the next day. Eifne's degenerate behaviour is an embarrassment to all who reside in Dublin. Oh dear. I could let the others mock her, but she is trying to win my heart. I think maybe a show of compassion here could see her the right way. A stern talking to will set her straight. Let's just try and make her see her, the errors in her way, and then if she refuses to listen, oh, she does not change her behaviour. Okay, that's unfortunate. We can ransom a prisoner. Let's go ahead and do that. If my wife causes any more problems, then we're going to have to take more drastic measures. Just like my vassals here. To my liege, it is time for you to recognise the ancient and inalienable rights of your vassals, accept the demands of the Liberty faction, or face our swords on the battlefield. Oh dear. I can't really afford to fight this right now. I guess I have no choice. I want to fight it though. How powerful are you guys? Where is the Liberty faction? There they are. So you have 4,000. Oh wow, 7,000. 9,000. I feel that's the majority of my army. I don't think I really have a choice here. We're going to have to step back down to High Crown Authority just to avoid a disaster, which it's fine. We're already in the war. We can always raise Crown Authority again in the future. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my spymaster Duke Airdred in a good light have presented themselves. My lord, pray tell, who is the most gallant person you have heard of? Duke Airdred, without a doubt, of course, now that we know flattery works. Flattery is the way we're going. This army, tell you what, you could do with sieging this, and then if you two armies come down here, because you're not doing much anyway, are you? You're not getting any siege progress done on that, so maybe you two guys could, these two armies could intercept this siege here. Maybe we can get away with that. We're no longer increasing control, and that's because we're in a war. Let's put this back on training commanders for now. We can also get another ransom in. Let's go ahead and do some of that. Now, I could wait for this siege. 4 months on this siege. Let's wait for this siege then. And we'll split you guys up just because of the supply issues. And then these 3 armies can march south to come and deal with this. Should be fine. We need the numbers advantage. And this siege should be done in, yeah, just 3 months as well. So that's looking fine as well. My spouse aids me in my learning studies. We gain 300 learning lifestyle experience. And +1 learning. Wow, thank you very much. You might be a drunkard, but you're definitely helping me, wife. At least she's trying. It's the thought that counts, I guess. And there we go. 20 days just left on this. Oh, my brother's died. Died from his wounds. We're really struggling with stress here. Along with their strange goods, merchants bring tall tales from distant lands, unverifiable, full of wonder. A group of Dutch peddlers purport to have brought Maratha Canada objects said to have come from the faraway court of a great ruler, Maharaja Ratnakara of the Ratnakarid Kingdom, no less. Oh, that's brutal. Blanca, the leading trader, grins darkly. This unique mace could be yours for a special price, of course, Great Emperor. A likely yarn indeed, if only I had some way to verify the hawker's story. Now we're greedy. What tripe? Out with you. Yeah, we don't need your mace. I have a dagger. How dare you? Right, let's go ahead and make some more gold. 10 gold. You're worth 50. We're not going to accept that. I know a scam when I see one. There we go. We got the 10 gold for that ransom at least. And we've managed to win another siege. So what we should do now is probably move our armies into position. And then we're going to go down and intercept this. Like so. We've managed to sway. Prisoner taken as well. The war is going in our favour so far, which is always good to see. Let's see if we can win this battle. They are going to bring in reinforcements, but maybe it will be too late. Oh, jeez, we've messed up. Is it too late for you guys to reach this battle and reinforce? I think it might be. Oh dear indeed. Right, in that case, can you guys just go and siege this maybe? This feud's not doing us any good either. Luckily, I think we got away with that one. We didn't lose any champions. Oh, that was a brutal battle, though. How long is this going to take? 6 months to siege this. Okay. Why is my own vassal working against me? It's not cool. It's really not cool. We need new commanders now as well. This is... Oh, we could lead an army. Let's not do that. That feels a bit dangerous. What I will do is go ahead and bring these armies just up here. Maybe we can pass by safely. Yeah, we need to... abandon this siege. We are being pursued. New learning perk available. Right, so where are we going now? I think if we go whole of body, that could boost our health, so we live a little bit longer. We could also go down this tree, but we don't really have the technology to build. So let's go with anatomical studies. A court physician costs less to hire. Court physician treatments have better outcomes. That sounds like a good perk to have in there. What I also need to do is try and maneuver this army. Nope, we're too slow. Okay. Maybe it's going to be too late. I doubt these men could even do anything right. This is problematic. Maybe we could siege this back at least. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I've arrived in Dublin to pay homage to you, glorious emperors. A show of my loyalty. I bring you rich gifts worthy of your majesty as a token of my goodwill and servitude. Let's go ahead and show in Duchess Slane at once. She's bringing us gold, and we love gold. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Duchess Slane, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference as attendants bring forth her gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record her pledges to serve the Empire of Ireland. At last I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction, and Slane's rights to the land she rules in my stead. I accept your generous gifts. 50 gold, thank you very much, as well as, of course, the prestige and the renown and whatnot. That could have gone worse. We're kind of getting off lucky here. I wonder, is it too late to call on my ally? It's only going to cost 75 prestige. They're not bringing many men, though, but right now I think I need all of the help I can get. To the abhorrent Emperor Wolfmare. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Galati. Excellent. These pronunciations, I know I'm absolutely butchering. Damn Emir Jahan and his thieving lackeys. My steward stutters out the message that with bold-faced ghoul, those thugs coerced the common folk of Dublin into surrendering wealth that was meant to go to me. What? You're stealing from the capital of Ireland? Princess Elfswith has my functionaries poised to collect our usual fees, but already I foresee the widows wailing, children starving, and poor families being cast from their homes. 1,000 curses upon Emir Jahan's greedy soul. You're not raiding us, did you? No? Okay, this is something else. We gain 80 stress because we're just or because we're greedy. I mean, we're in a war. We need our money. I stand by my right to be paid. And we're overwhelmed by stress now as well. This is not good times. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as of late. All of my sins, my flaws, my failings. These dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could possibly help? Oh, what's this? A journaler? Wolfmare has taken to writing down the thoughts which plague him to make them easier to manage. This sounds healthy. Now that's because we're a theologian, so I feel like that's fitting. Writing my worries down will help me focus. Let's go ahead and do that. And then if we check our decisions, maybe... There we go, we can write down our thoughts as well. Let's go ahead and write down our thoughts. That should help our stress levels. I grab a pen and open my journal. With each sentence that graces the paper, I feel my shoulders relaxing. The clarity this process brings is unrivaled. I dip my pen once more. So we lose some diplomacy, but we do lose some stress as well. Not too much, though. We're still very much stressed, aren't we? Ah, oh, dear. What's my vassal done? They're causing me so much struggle and stress, and it's not good. Let's go ahead and move this army up here. We probably also need to go ahead and split these armies out. Dangerous faction, independence faction. Oh dear. That would actually be Sweden, okay, and Iceland. Iceland? You guys have been rather quiet and peaceful all this time. I'm surprised that you would want independence. This is certainly a troubling time for the Empire of Ireland. Oh dear. There we go. So we managed to siege this back. Can I prevent this? I think I can. Now that our armies are together and one big force, I think we can defeat the Swedish in a battle here. Once again, of course, we defeated them in a war last episode, but the fighting with the Swedish is not over just yet, it seems. There we go. We gained a level of fame with that one as well. And devotion. So we're a devoted servant and illustrious. White peace. Do we accept the white peace purely because... What I'm thinking here is this... Okay, they can't even send an ultimatum for 30 months, actually. And I think that's because they're in war. And even if they do press the ultimatum, he can't join. Right. Well, that would be fine then. Okay, we don't have to actually worry about this faction. Where's my siege equipment? There you go, sir. What I'm going to do is these armies, we're just going to sit here and they can regather their supplies and maybe recruit a few more units. What I should be doing ideally then is have my martial and organising army, shouldn't I? Because we are quite damaged. I think the war is still in our favour though, which is good to know. Experienced fighter. I probably could do with your usage, but we're in a bit of a financial problem here. We're losing a lot of gold. I don't think I can afford to spend any right now. My son Harold has been asking me for a wooden warrior for a long time, and I told him I would get him one in 3 months if he displayed more focus in his studies. Ever since I made the promise, he has been redoubling the efforts of his studies. I would never deceive you, Harold, so my son is trusting. There we go. If I promised him a wooden soldier, then a wooden soldier I shall give him. Wait, these guys... Okay, you have major supply issues. Are you out of supplies? Is that what this red... No, they're not out of supplies, but they're losing. Oh, jeez. We should be able to win this, right? I wasn't expecting them to do that. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lady in pearls and silk. Apparently, he drew a map of the local plains for an unknown noblewoman. The spies think the lady must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. The idiot belongs into my... Yes, put him in the dungeon. If he's betraying us and helping the enemy, then he should go in a dungeon. He's endangering the lives of the Irish. New church is established. Does that mean more money? I hope so. Okay, so we're looking fine there. We do have more Swedish men approaching us. Let's go ahead and move some of these armies nearby then. Just in case. Okay, they're just sieging here, which is fine. In that case, you guys can come back here and you can recruit some more levy ready for the war. This siege is only going to take another 50 days, so we should be able to stop this siege as it's got 6 months left. And actually, our allies have just arrived too. Hopefully they don't... oh, where are they going? Okay, they're going over here. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and ransom 30 gold. Wow, thank you very much. Of course, that's going to last us about a month with our current expenditure. It's fine though, it's better than nothing. Now, I'm sure we control the entire region of our war target, correct? I believe so. Oh no, they also own all of this. Oh. Okay. So that's their capital. We should go and siege their capital, I feel like. But that's the war target, at least. Now, we kind of need to intercept this, but we need to gather all of our armies together. So we're attacking in unison. So let's get the men together. And we should be able to very easily stop this siege here. No problem at all. And then I think we're going to go ahead and sail to their capital. And that should help us a bunch. If we can siege that down, that should be amazing. My friend has died, so I gain even more stress. Oh dear. There's a lot of deaths going on at the moment. With the war and the feud we have going on as well. 50 gold, thank you very much. Ah! Yes, we can ask our head of faith for gold. 457. Thank you. We're not going to be able to reform the religion anytime soon, so I feel like this is worth it. Let's go ahead and land our men over here. Greetings, Emperor Wolfmare of Ireland. I have considered your plight and decided to grant your request. May these funds bring you victory in your war against petty King Sunni. Oh, thank you. This gold will heal my aching coffers. Oh, it's so nice to finally have a head of faith. I've missed asking the Pope for gold, but of course, adios to the Pope. We don't like the Pope anymore. The Pope tried to take England from us. Now we have a new head of faith. So all is fine here. Let's go ahead and siege this down. And then with these armies, we're going to take them over here. We should be absolutely fine. Prince Oswald has been excommunicated by Patriarch Theoctist here. Okay. We've got criminals we can imprison as well. Let's deal with that after the war. One thing at a time. I already struggle keeping an eye on all these armies. So dealing with criminals and whatnot at the same time. Too much to juggle. My spy master has come to me with grave news, or we do not yet know who. Someone is plotting to kill my kinsman. Oh, we must stop the villain behind. He kind of looks like me. As in my character. Are you my long-lost brother? You are a part of my dynasty. Who knows? I think my mother was caught cheating, wasn't she? Towards the later years of her life, so who knows who my real parents are. Maybe one day that's a secret we could look into. Faction created against us. That's not good. How are we doing on the Liberty faction? Oh. It's just not a thing anymore. Okay, that's good. So we don't have to worry about this. Now, let's start swaying someone else. My steward, yes. Let's go ahead and sway my steward. Why not? You're also were in a faction against me, so if we can sway you to my side, that would be really beneficial to us. Okay, we've sieged down their capital. Ooh, the Danish scale armor. What armor do I have? So I'm wearing the impenetrable flexible mail, which gives us some prowess, some prestige, and friendly fatal casualties. However, this gives us 7 prowess. The same prestige, a number of knights +1. I think I'm going to wear the Danish scale armor here. Let's go ahead and repair that as well. Oh, 150 gold. That was a bit of a fast click there. Everything looking fine here? I believe so. Do we still control all of this? We do not. These armies are kind of useless. Can I not split them up? I feel like we need another unit of siege equipment here. So we can have 2 armies that are really capable at sieging. Maybe that's something to look into after this war. This is going to take 11 months, so let's just leave that. You by yourself can't do much. Let's go ahead and siege this down, I guess. The problem is I want to control the war target. So maybe it's actually better. Can we catch these guys before they set sail? That would be beneficial. Give us a bit of war score, and then I think I'm going to go back and defend the war target. We have their capital, which is important. Swear Fred, my patriarch, frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, he begins sheepishly. My host, they say Prince Oswulf, your uncle, takes his purported claims on your lands more seriously each day. He maintains he is personally wronged by your continued rule of his rightful domain, island in particular. How dare you? Island's mine. Now we can't pick this one because we are just. I shall write to him at once and get to the bottom of this. Our letters soften him. Okay, so maybe he's going to drop his claims. It looks like we've become on friendlier terms there, which is beneficial. We've managed to win this battle. Let's take ourselves back over here and control the war target. That should actually give us the victory in the war. It's going to cost us another 70 gold. Designate a guardian for Liam. Ah, Liam, you're 6 now. You are rowdy, so martial and intrigue is good for you. Let's go ahead and put you on martial. Now, we'll actually go ahead and... Let's see, who's a good... Oh, my marshal. There we go. You're going to be trained in martial by my marshal. Very fitting. What about you, Lucia? If I can click on you. You are pensive, so learning and stewardship. I'm also going to put you... I will raise you myself. As a man of learning, I will teach you the ways and the things that I know. There we go. Our men... are sailing back over here. We should be able to stop this siege in time. We've got about 30 days to stop it. Hopefully we get there in time. Oh, what's happened there? No. There we go. I would hope if I could click on the terrain. Oh, we might not get there in time. Oh, we just about did. Beautiful. It's late and I'm tucking into a gripping treatise on classical grammar. Just as I start giggling at some delightfully snide marginalia left by a previous reader, my wife enters the room. Spineless man! You neglect everything but your studies. Reading indoors alone from dusk to dawn. Get your head out of those dusty scrolls or don't come to my bed tonight. As you wish. I have to work late to prepare lessons for dear Lucia. Actually, yes. I think the education of our child is very important. I'm going to stay up and prepare lessons for her. I want to make sure that she is very capable when the time comes for her to possibly rule lands of her own. We've managed to win the war. Let's go ahead and enforce the demands. To the Aromatic Emperor Wolfmare, tales of your misdeeds are told from island to cafe. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So be it. Let's disband the men. Island is growing. Sapmi is in civil war at the moment. They're currently fighting an independence war, which is good for us, and the ruler of Sapmi is actually only 3 years old. Could we also take advantage of this? Right now, though, we need to deal with this problematic domain limit we find ourselves in. There's no way to avoid this. We're gonna gain stress, aren't we? Ideally, I wouldn't want to control really any of this, to be honest, because it's just so far away from our capital. This was the vassal we were going to pick. Oh, we're not going to gain stress, though. Okay. Can I just give you, like, all of this, and suddenly we don't gain stress? We could. You're going to be over your domain limit, though, so maybe we should split this land up into, let's say, north and south. I don't want to give you this. There we go. So if I give you these four, we don't gain any stress here. I'm going to grant you these titles. That's very fine. We could keep these 3 for now, just because we are below our domain limit. I think that's all looking good. Right, we've disbanded the men, so our gold should recover as well. You look tired, my lord, my jester Bardub says. I know the cure for that. It's called Beowulf. What do you say? Shall I start reading? Bardub beckons me to sit down. It is an amusing text. I really needed this break. She even does different voices for the characters. What a court jester. There we go. Our stress is slowly depleting there. Now, what I wanted to look at was Sapmi. We shouldn't go to war right now, but if I wanted to... Yeah, unfortunately, it's just holy wars for duchy we're going to achieve here, isn't it? We could siege Desure County, but there's no big war we can do. The trouble of being feudal. Empress Ifni is not the only one trying to win my approval. More and more often I am approached by my vassal, Countess Berth, and her compliments have gone from polite to intimate. My Countess Berth tells me Empress Ifni has been driven mad with jealousy and tried to poison her. What? I'm gonna side with my wife, I think. Would never use such... Yeah, I don't think my wife is the kind of woman to use such despicable tricks. Let's side with my wife, and we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt there. Learning perk available. Now, I feel like carefree. Stress gain minus 20% is probably useful. Because we have a lot of stress problems. Probably thanks to all these factions and the family feud and the wars. And oh, my court jester just died as well. There goes the one joyous thing I had going in my day-to-day life. With a tired yet blissful smile, Ifni presents me with a perfect daughter. Who will you become, my child? Ethelhild, I like that name. May you grow strong and wise. What I'm also going to do is pin you just so we can keep an eye on your education here, of course. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He is certain that my vassal, King Braggy, is scheming against my kinsman. Throw him in jail. Yes, we will. Lord Wolfmare, my winsome star, my wife Empress Ifni is kneeling in the dust before me. Right hand above her heart, my only desire is to bring you honour and happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love for you? Slay a wolf. Bring me something unusual, an exotic orchid, perhaps? We could use that for our education. Yeah, learning +1. I think that's very fitting. We can improve our study of flowers and whatnot. Now, I did have a thought, and I completely got distracted there by my wife. 124 gold. You're the King of Sweden. This is what I was thinking about. The King of Sweden. Am I able to revoke your titles? No, because we don't have an actual reason to. I have a lot of prisoners here, don't I? We could ransom him. He doesn't have the full ransom amount, but it's 124 gold, so I'll take it. We can imprison you. It's not going to succeed, though. So maybe we should hold off on that, because we need to wait for our gold to recover from the wars we've already had. So let's just go ahead and unpause things just for a slight moment. When can we pass absolute crown authority again? 1099. Okay, that's quite a while away. 17 years before we're going to be able to do that again. More criminals. Schemed against me. I can imprison the King of Sweden again. Maybe then I could revoke his title. We're taking his gold. We could imprison him again. Why not? Greetings, my thoughtful liege. I've arrived in Dublin to pay homage to you, glorious emperor, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honour. Let's go ahead and show in Elfswith. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Princess Elfswith, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference, offering nothing but her oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the Empire. At last I bid the Duchess arise, confirming my satisfaction, and Elfswith's rights to the land she rules in my stead. No gold? It's fine. Your pledge is more than enough for me. So, what's their situation? They don't have any alliances. I'm thinking we imprison the king, and then because he schemed against me, I think we might be able to revoke his title and then give the Kingdom of Sweden to someone a bit more suitable for the role, who isn't likely to rebel against me. So let's go ahead and imprison the king for his crimes. To my liege, your wicked deeds have gone unpunished for far too long. That changes today, for I have come to deliver holy retribution upon you. God have mercy on you, for I shall grant you none. Let's go ahead and rally the troops. I don't need God's mercy. You're the one that needs God's mercy. How many men do you have? Okay, but you can have... I think we're going to have to raise everyone. Unless the men-at-arms are enough. They might be enough. We could also call on my ally just to be safe. I think to begin with, we might actually only need the men-at-arms. It's going to take a couple of weeks to raise them, that's fine. To the loathsome Emperor Wolfmere. Oh gosh, you don't like me. Of course I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Galaty. Excellent. Help me capture this prisoner. This Swedish man who calls himself king. The Swedish are actually here. We could go straight for the capital, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. If we go straight for the capital, we can siege them down pretty fast with our siege equipment and whatnot. Overtures appreciated. Popular opinion plus 40. Thank you very much, steward. And there we go. Sailing in. Artifacts of... Oh, artifact stuff. We could repair this. We could give away artifacts. I just find it very tedious. I'm not quite sure why. Let's go ahead and repair this as well. There we go. That's all looking fine. 5 months left to siege the capital of Sweden. They have gone north. We might be able to stop that in time at least, which is looking fine. Plenty of raiders as well. Or is Sweden in civil war right now? I'm not sure where these men have risen from. Hopefully they don't interfere with this war. Gained a rival. Prince Astrid hated you ever since you became the head of House Eggenacht-Rifland. This was a consequence of a feud between House Eggenacht-Rifland and Ivering. Ah, dear. I thought we were past this, but yeah, the family feud is very much still alive. I can scarce remember what my life was like before Ifni declared her feelings for me. Those days seemed so bleak, so dreary. But with her by my side, everything and anything suddenly seems possible. I wish we could go on like this forever, but deep down, I know I must make my choice. Am I brave enough to give in to my feelings, or must I shut my heart to Ifni forever? I am yours, now and forever. We become soulmates. Nice. I'm out riding when my horse suddenly throws itself off the path. The fall is unavoidable and knocks the air out of my lungs. When I look up, I find myself face to face with a wolf. Before I get a chance to scream, the beast collapses, an arrow between its eyes. Orfmer, my pet, I thought I had lost you. The hero is none other than Empress Ifni. Ah, what a romantic story. Okay, so we don't have to worry about my wife cheating me, I hope. So our wife is on our side. It looks like standing by her was the right decision. The easing of tensions, if that is possible, between myself and Prince Astrid seem to confirm he has abandoned his vendetta against House Eggenack Rifle. Oh, and the family feud is over as well. It is hard to believe, but I would be glad to be free of worries regarding our Ivering threat. Why do I waste my time with this nonsense? So hopefully that family feud is also over, and we can start focusing on just a more peaceful life. Less stressful events. We can ransom Braggy. You're probably giving us a lot of war score though, correct? No. Okay, you're not actually giving us any war score. So we can ransom you for 50 gold. That's fine. What I'm also going to do... There's 4 months left on this siege. I'm actually going to go ahead and prevent this siege from happening. We should be able to get there in time. How long did it say it would take? More than anything, my quest to be a learned man is teaching me how much I do not yet know. What more, there must be so much knowledge that has been lost to the ages as books fall apart or languages are forgotten. Perhaps I could contribute by making a new translation of one of the classic works. Although, what would I even translate? Elements, Euclid's Mathematical Treatise. Yes, let's do that one. Mathematics is important. We need good mathematics to build good siege equipment, I guess. Right. That's going to take us 2 months to reach that. Okay, that's... Oh, it's going to be close. Lately, regular activities have not done it for me. Physicians have recommended various ointments, but nothing excites. As I grow more and more desperate, I stumble upon some books hidden in the bottom of a pile in a merchant's stall that depict some unusual activities. I find that I cannot stop turning the pages and heat is stirring in my loins. Well, if this is what it takes, we are now a deviant. Oh dear. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child. Okay, so my player Oswald is now a fully grown man, as is his twin. Let's go ahead and pause the game here. So you are an intricate web weaver. How about your brother? You're an elusive shadow. I think I should put you as my spy master. Your brother's just more skilled than you, so I'd ideally want him to be king when we designate him. Yeah, you are gluttonous, that's fine. I'm going to make you my spy master. My current spy master does like me, but I need one of my sons to at least start gaining skill. So Prince Morand here is going to take over your role. Let's go ahead and pull him in here. Now, does my first son have any saving traits? Not really. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's going to hate me if I don't designate him as heir. Heir is unmarried. Okay, we also need to go ahead and find him a wife. Now, I don't think we need an alliance. So what we could do is actually give him someone with good traits, maybe. And we'll also do an age difference of 5 years. There we go. And you'll be enjoying that. Has a claim on the kingdom of Wallachia. We'd also get an alliance. Yeah, you guys are in trouble, though. What we could also do here is maybe religion. Let's go Irish Orthodox. So we have Olwyn here. She is robust. And you guys, even though in the same dynasty, the children won't be inbred because you're distant relations. Let's go ahead and send off that proposal. And then my second son. Let's go ahead and find you a wife. And I think what we're going to do here is go with intrigue. So what about Countess Dragoslava? She's quick. Religion is orthodox, so it's not wildly different. And she does have good intrigue for you, son. Let's go ahead and send off this proposal here and see if we can get a happy marriage brewing there. And then we go to the thoughtful Wolfmare. I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. Your son and heir, Oswald, will be betrothed to my daughter, Olwen. Excellent. My other son also has his betrothal as well, which is good. And my wife is pregnant once again. And we gain a hook. Everything's happening here. I find myself working on my translation of the elements for hours until the flickering light of a candle. Often I would barely notice time passing. My scribes remind me, however. My lord, it must be by past midnight by now. It is time to rest. You can all keep working while I rest. Yes. I'm an emperor. I can rest, but you guys cannot. What's this? Betrothed can marry. Okay, so my second son here, he can marry his chosen wife now, so that should be all good there. Empty council position. Wait, why is that? Oh, has he gone and joined another court? It wasn't matrilineal, right? Did I marry my son off matrilineal? I don't think so. No, it is a regular marriage, but she is landed. Okay, I didn't foresee that. Whoops. Is it too late to... Maybe my first son. There we go, son. I was always meant to put you on the council. You're always my first choice. Trust me. Oh, dear. Sometimes I need to take a little bit extra time to look at these things before committing. Innovation discovered. Your culture has discovered an arched saddle. What does that give us? Arched saddle can recruit armoured horsemen as men-at-arms. Like cavalry are a force to be reckoned with, but they do not truly exploit the potential of the warhorse. Arched saddles allow us to field heavily armoured warriors with couched lances, which lets them take full advantage of their momentum as they charge into enemy lines. Maybe we can make use of them. What is our focus? We're focusing on battlements. Okay. We could also get upgraded siege equipment in 3 years. But this would take... Let's keep on this, because we need to upgrade to keeps, don't we? Let's not forget our goals and ambitions here. Just over a week, and then we've completed that siege. A specific phrase from the elements has been frustrating my translation efforts for days. And I've even started muttering it to myself sometimes. Still struggling with that one, are you? My patriarch hefts a weighty old tome. One simply needs to know where to look. Help me uncover this. Yes, let's, I will accept the help from my patriarch. He's also a learned man, so I think that's only fair. What's not fair, though, or maybe it is fair, sadly, that's all we have time for today. I seem to have run out of time already. So in the next episode, we're going to continue our war with the King of Sweden. We're going to imprison him and hopefully revoke his title and give Sweden to someone a little bit more deserving. And maybe in future, we will also have a war with Sapmi. We'll have to see how things progress. But I think things are going okay. We avoided some disasters, but the realm is still very far from peaceful. Look at all the rebellions down here. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, as always, and I'll see you next time.